Hey guys, I wanted to make a video. It's June is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I think one of the greatest ways to kind of spread mental health awareness is to kind of just share a little bit about me, but my thought process behind why it is I do certain things. So, for example, I had this inspired thought to make this video with you guys. Literally, not much of an idea behind it, and it's I really don't know where to begin or kind of how to end it, but I literally just sent a voice message to my guest who is actually going to be on my podcast uploaded tomorrow. So he is going to be my guest for June 3rd of 2026, and he is actually a Beast Games contestant. And by the time you guys see this video, that episode will already be available, so you guys can tune in to the episode. It is on Become the Victor podcast that is available on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, in addition to Amazon Music as well. And one of the greatest compliments, I just felt inspired to make this video. One of the greatest compliments I got is, he was just sharing his story and reviewing some footage and kind of just gathering social media clips so I can have a successful launch and a successful um, upload. When I upload my the podcast, and as I'm getting everything prepared, one of the things that stood out to me as I was going through some of the footage, the social media clips, is he talked about how May was a pretty big milestone for him because he got into the gym, he got into the weight loss journey, beginning it in May 2016, and just me being me, and this isn't to like brag or boast or anything, or just say or just highlight me in any way, but I hope you guys gain value from this. And what I want to say here is something about me. When I heard that, I like to look at things that mean something of significance for another person. For example, in the context of this video, is he was talking about how May 2016 was a pretty big day for him because that is when he really began his weight loss journey. That's when he began his gym journey. And I reached out to him and I was like, hey, brother, I just wanted to say, for what it's worth, congratulations on your 10-year milestone being in the gym. It was something along those lines. And the response I got back was, they were just very appreciative that I was attentive, and I even noticed that, and I recognized that. And the reason why I'm saying this and sharing this with you guys is not because, again, I want to brag or boast and say, like, oh, this is me, this is what I do. No, it's because at the end of the day, it's not, at the end of the day, everyone is not going to remember what it is you did. They're not going to remember the things you have acquired and attained or had within your lifetime. They are going to remember how you made them feel. And as I was reflecting off of that voice message, and someone else I recently interviewed as well, who you guys will see at the end of this month, or yeah, at the end of this month, no, the beginning of July. You guys will see it's not uploaded yet, but they shared some things as well, and they were just complimenting me about certain things. And I am aware of who I am as an individual. But I want you guys to know that at the end of the day, it's not about, again, the things you acquire, the things you happen to accomplish, the milestones you happen to reach within your lifetime, that is something you should strive for. Yes, strive for success, strive for better, because I am a firm believer that when you are productive, when you are getting things done, when you are becoming better of who you are, I think that really pulls us through depression, it pulls us through anxiety, it pulls us through a lot of these realities that we often feel stuck in. And I'm a firm believer in growth really helps you pull through a lot of dark places. But what I want to highlight here is what people are going to remember most by you is how you made them feel. And when you can intentionally and attentively make people feel good about themselves, where they share something about their life, they share what it is they are going through, what it is they have been doing, let them have the spotlight. Let them feel valued, let them feel heard, let them feel seen. Because I want you to ask yourself this one question, is how many people make you feel that way? That's a deep question. That is why I like to be that individual for other people. Because sometimes what it is you lack becomes the very thing that you tend to show up for. Again, people will remember how you made them feel, not what it is you said. So make people feel seen, make people feel heard, make people feel valued. That is how you make an impact within this world. That is how you not only will be remembered, but that is how you will build a legacy worth remembering. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. This video was seriously unplanned, which, I apologize if you heard my phone kind of have a notification pop up. It really was unplanned. And, sometimes when I've been navigating a season behind the scenes, and sometimes, when you have that inspiration, sometimes you just really have to get it out, especially if it comes with good intentions. You just really have to get it out. And that's why I ended up clicking I ended up clicking record without much thought behind it. And I was like, just click record and just let it out and just get it out there. And where I'm going with this is that's why my phone wasn't on silent. So I apologize if it was unprofessional on my part, but sometimes, again, when you have that burst of inspiration, you just have to let it out, especially if it comes with good intentions and just be there. Again, who you are as a person will speak volumes, not by what people not what people say about you, but how you make them feel, where they can begin to talk about you. Meaning, for example, is when people come across who you are, what it is you do, people are like, this, that's the person that they remember the most. That's the person that makes them feel calm, makes them feel at peace. You want to be that individual. In a room crowded of hundreds of people, you want to be that one where people will go out of their way to say, hey, how are you? Hey, it's so nice to see you. And genuinely mean it when they come across your presence. You want to become that very person who makes other people feel valued, seen, and heard. That's how you make an impact. Again, that's how you become an individual worth remembering. I'm going to end it with one of my philosophies, which is we should all be there for one another, for we only have each other. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And as always, remember, grow through what you go through. Much love.